Basically arrived in Lisbon about, I think, 2 hours ago. It's almost 2 o'clock now, and apparently the whole country was without power. I think Spain as well. At this point, I don't think anyone knows very much about what's going on. We can make calls. The internet's a bit fishy. So we're just trying to understand what's going on. We're just trying to figure out what's happening at the moment. Actually boiled some eggs this morning, so I'm actually really happy at the moment. We're trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to get my bag today. Like, nobody really knows what's happening at the moment, and it's a bit of a chaos. We're gonna head to our Airbnb. We're not quite sure what we're gonna do today, but it can take up to 72 hours to get the bags. My bag. There's no point of actually waiting, and we've been told that police is coming to evacuate the airport anyway. We're just gonna go head off to our Airbnb. This is the situation at the moment. More stairs. There's no buses, there's no taxis or Ubers coming, so we're basically trying to walk now a bit further down and see if we can order an Uber to get to our Airbnb. And I was just listening to a lady telling that apparently it's not just Portugal, it's not just Spain, but it's also Italy and France. I have no idea. And of course today is really, really hot. I think it's about 26 degrees or something like that. This is just getting a little bit surreal. We went to Outage to try and get some water, some essentials for tonight because we don't have anything. All the restaurants and all that, they're all closed. And then we went to Outage because we noticed that they were accepting card payments and there were a few lights inside as well. So it was like working at half capacity, I would say. And then we were at the queue to pay, and card payments stopped working, so they stopped accepting card payments, and basically we had like 12 euros with us, and we managed to get some water, some tuna, some chips and some fruit, and that's it. It's going to be a very interesting update. It's 8:30 now, and we've been walking around for the last hour, I think, trying to find a place that accepts any sort of payment cards. Obviously we haven't found that yet. All the places that are still open, it's just cash. There are a few hotels that are open as well, but yeah, that's the situation right now. I think we're gonna head back to the Airbnb. We literally have like 40 pence left, and we have, oh, actually there's a restaurant open here. What's this? Okay, so that was a false alarm. They do have a generator. They are serving food and operating normally, but they are not accepting card payments. So I think we're just gonna have to accept the reality, and we're gonna head back to the Airbnb and manage with what we have, and hopefully we'll get some sort of update later today, and tomorrow I will try to get my bag back because I also don't have any clothes or any toiletries. Yeah. It's now 9 o'clock and the power is slowly coming back, I guess. Some parts, some buildings, so that's a good sign. We're gonna try and grab some food somewhere. Oh my gosh. I was reading stuff online and I read somewhere that it could take up to a week in Portugal. Like, what? So this is very, very good news. People are very happy right now. It's the next day. We managed to grab our bags. Not our bags, my bag. Mine was the only one that was checked in. It was actually a bit more chaotic to get into the airport and leave in the airport and actually get in the bag once we got in contact with the Ryanair person that was responsible for getting our bags. I was actually low-key afraid that my bag would be misplaced for some reason. But everything was okay, nothing was missing or anything like that. Because my partner needed to come to Lisbon for work, I decided to tag along. I wanted to check in with this friend of mine. She's an acupuncturist. We studied acupuncture together here in Lisbon. And then she also studied osteopathy and she opened a clinic last year. Really proud of her. So I managed to grab an appointment. This was actually how I wanted to open the video. The reason why I'm having a treatment with her is because I had a flare-up of my lower back pain in the beginning of the year. Life kind of slowed me down in ways I wasn't expecting, so I had to stop gym, I had to stop pole dancing, I had to stop roller skating, obviously, and that even led me to deactivate my personal Instagram account because I needed a break. Honestly, seeing people roller skating and doing all the things that I couldn't kind of made me want to cry. Because it was a bit challenging at the time. Felt like betrayed by my body that I couldn't do the things that I loved. Even though that I do what I do for a living, that was kind of like a humble reminder that, first of all, health is not linear. And second, it's okay to have a slower start of the year. It's okay to take a few steps back and then to go forward again. At least that's how I'm trying to remind myself. The plan for the rest of the week, even though that the weather is not great, like yesterday was amazing, the weather. Of course, but now the temperature kind of dropped and it's windy and cloudy today, and I think the weather is not going to be that great for the rest of the week, but it's okay. I have some work that I need to do for Misaki, I have some content that I need to create. Hopefully I'll be able to film the Airbnb. I'm also seeing a patient for Cosmetic Acupuncture while I'm here. I'm actually seeing this patient at my friend's clinic, but that's not until the end of the week. So yeah, the plan is to do a little bit of work, a little bit of sightseeing, also catch up with some friends. I thought about picking up a pole class later this week, depending on how I'm feeling. Let's see.
Está super tenso, precisa de ser aliviado. Tenso e encurtado neste caso. Inspiras, expira. Não só viu, mas como tapa na minha. Mas foi.
The weather is so gorgeous today. It's a few days after actually, and I'm actually meeting a friend of mine. She's been living here in Lisbon for a little while now. Oh, I have to cross the road, I think. I actually met her in Porto last year when I was there for the summer. She came to meet me and spend the day with me roller skating. Oh gosh, this is uphill. I think people really underestimate the whole walking and talking and filming outdoors. I certainly do. So she actually came last summer to spend a day with me in Porto. So she brought her roller skates and we just spent a day roller skating, and it was really, really nice to meet her in person. I'm on my way to her, but sadly no roller skates. Okay, I guess what I was trying to say is that not having, roller skating and gym and pole dancing and all of that made me, well, it forced me to pause. A lot of feelings came to the surface, and it made me pause and sit with that discomfort. And sometimes pausing and slowing down, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is that if you're kind of like in the same boat, if your year hasn't gone according to the plan, and if you had all of these expectations in the beginning of the year, it's okay. Like a slow start is still a good start. A slow start can still lead you somewhere beautiful. I'm on my way back to the Airbnb now. It's almost 12 o'clock, I think. They were having a few issues with the internet connection, so I'm heading back to the Airbnb. This afternoon, I'm heading to my friend's clinic. So let's try to do some work before this afternoon, and I'll take you with me to show you a little bit of the clinic and of the work that I'll be doing. Back at Airbnb, I just had a quick refresh and change my clothes because I'm gonna meet my partner and a couple of friends for dinner, and I'm just waiting for my Uber to get here. The afternoon went great. The clinic is such a cute space. I loved working there, and I always love giving people their first treatment. So this patient in particular, she was not new to acupuncture. She's had acupuncture with my friend, but she's never actually experienced cosmetic acupuncture, so that was new to her. And she was super chill throughout the treatment, and she felt really relaxed, and her skin looked amazing after treatment, very glowy. And it's always such an honor to do this. And sometimes people who are not familiar with acupuncture, or cosmetic acupuncture for that matter, kind of like don't understand how a treatment with needles can be so relaxing, but you barely feel the needles, to be honest. Sometimes we have this idea of an hypodermic needle, which is hollow, so it's thicker, and people sometimes have a hard time finding, or a hard time believing rather, that a cosmetic acupuncture treatment or an acupuncture treatment can be relaxing. And even though this was not the case with this patient, because she was already quite cool with needles, it's still such a pleasure to hear that, I'm so relaxed after the treatment, things like that. So yeah, I always feel very honored when I give a first treatment to someone. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here for today. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be able to film, or if we're gonna do something after dinner, or if we're gonna have an early night. I'm not quite sure. The weather is not that great. We are leaving on Sunday, so we have tomorrow to kind of like maybe do something fun, sightseeing a little bit, let's see. And I'm not still quite comfortable at picking up a camera with certain people, with certain friends, in certain situations, especially at a restaurant. It still doesn't feel comfortable to me. If it's me and my partner, then it's okay, or certain friends, but in certain situations I'm still not comfortable, and I don't want to be that person that makes other people uncomfortable. Anyway, I don't know if I'm making any sense. So let's see. I don't know if I might just end the vlog here for today, and hopefully do something fun tomorrow and enjoy Lisbon for one day before we get back, and I might bring you along for that.